right, Leadville Trail.
All right, when it gets to hurting so bad.
This is not a World Tour road
You're
race.
better than you think you are. You can do more than you think.
This is off-road racing.
Ah, you're watching
RaceTV in Leadville, Colorado.
Initially we called it the alternate calendar, but now it's my whole calendar, so it's an alternative to nothing, so it's just my race calendar. It's just me riding my bike in different places. The sweat of 100 years.
This will be your hot seat.
Cool.
Tell me about what drew you to the Grand Prix in general.
I was excited by the Lifetime series, mainly because it's a new format. It's a cool way to link a bunch of interesting, unique events into one series, and a good excuse to do them all.
So this is a very unique mountain bike race. I would say without the two big descents, it's almost a gravel race. So Lachlan's decided we're trying to go aero here. So we got the FSA adjustable stem to get his position a little bit lower. And we've actually trimmed these 700 millimeter handlebars down to 66 centimeters, just to get them a little bit narrower, a little bit lower, more aerodynamic. This will be sort of the one race he does this year on this cockpit. It's definitely no secret there is an attempt on breaking the record this year, which is 5:58. I think there's a couple guys capable, Lachlan being one of them. The more aerodynamic we can get on the flatter, faster sections, the better.
Dude, that's a boss bike, dude. I was telling Tom, that's like literally just the bike you were dreaming of when you're like 12 years old, right? If it wasn't a bike race, you'd need a license for that thing. Like, that thing is a weapon. Yeah, barely legal, barely legal. I don't know if the federales will allow a 42 tooth chainring, but he's got one on for this. He's gonna do bad things with that. Hopefully to other people and not himself, but maybe a little bit of both.
It's an interesting race because it's not a mountain bike race. It's not a road race.
Totally.
It's just like its own thing. So yeah, that's kind of the appeal.
But there's a Keegan in the room. Like, is that weird?
No, it's good. It's like a benchmark, you know.
Keegan's definitely the out-and-out favourite. He's shown himself to be the best on this course the last few years.
If he'd never showed up here, I'm sure I would have won it already and it would have been done, but it's kind of nice that, like, it's given me, like, a good competitive drive.
My name is Lachlan Morton, and we are in Leadville, Colorado for the Leadville 100 mountain bike race.
A lot of people call you Lachie. Do you prefer that or do you prefer Lachlan?
You know, whatever makes the person more comfortable. I'm not really too fussed about what people call me, unless they add some people add a D on the end, like Lachlan or Lachlan. I don't like that.
What's your favorite food?
There's like this lentil curry that Rachel makes. And Rachel's my wife. And that's quickly become my favorite food. My favorite color is blue. My favorite band or song at the moment. I've been listening to country music a little bit lately. I wouldn't say that's my favorite. I would say of this year, I've been listening to a lot of Fred again.
What's your biggest weakness?
Self-confidence.
Do you have a guilty pleasure?
Oh, that, you know, the Taylor Swift song, the Love Story. I like that song. That's a guilty, yeah, I would say I feel a little guilty about that. The train. That's all right, it'll stop. It stops right here. I think it's my preferred mode of travel, for sure. There's nothing better than a big old train ride.
What's the one thing that people wouldn't know about you?
I would say my life's pretty mundane in a lot of ways. I think a lot of people think my life's like a big adventure, but Yeah, actually, I would say something that people don't know is I still get a little bit like nervous camping in some places. You know?
Like when you're on like Colorado Trail or something?
Yeah, like I still get like a little bit scared sometimes.
What do you do when you're bored?
Probably like everyone, you just end up staring at your phone now. Unfortunately. I like watching like race replays, like from road races.
Oh, go on, guys.
If you weren't a cyclist, what would you be?
Man, like I've been riding bikes for a living since I was like 18. So I feel like it's so young that it's hard to like form another idea of what your life would be like. Maybe like a park ranger or something. I think as an honest answer, I can't imagine it doing something that didn't involve riding bikes, because that's the thing I get the most enjoyment out of, and that's all I really know. Actually, no, I know this. Postman, like motorbike postman. Because I've just like in a few trips I've done, I've stayed with different postmen, and they're always like the happiest people.
Slow down, dude.
Is that like an Australia thing?
Oh yeah, I guess they don't really have me. Yeah.
If you were a superhero, what would your power be?
I would love to be able to fly. Like, can you imagine how sweet that would be? Definitely fly.
It's a tried and true method.
Tom has like a set of the blow up pants, like the space boots, and I get in those like after I've been riding and had lunch, and then sit in those for like an hour and a half and like drink a beer while I'm doing it. I don't know, I feel like that's when I'm like, all right, bike's ready, everything's ready, I'm just like relaxing.
Yeah, it's how the body knows. It's how I know.
I think for me, if I can have a race where, you know, I am able to like use the legs I've got and not have any mishaps, I'll be satisfied.
But I wake so early.
I used to like listening to music before races to get all jazzed, but then I found the transition from that to no music too intense.
That is a fine cup of coffee.
I think I'll start with 4. Yeah. Then I got an extra 2. It's going to be game on from the beginning, and I've got like a nice big chainring on there which should help me in the beginning when it's really fast, but all those things, they just play out.
Cameras everywhere. RaceTV. Let's see how this goes. Look at that.
The good thing about Leadville is it's hard enough that you don't really need a plan. You basically go out there and race as hard as you can and hope that you have the legs to keep going at the front.
Yeah, it's a 12 gauge double barrel shotgun. That's hard too because it goes back as my daddy's shotgun. And we bought special shells for it too because we wanted a shell that would match Leadville. So that shell is, they're $5 a trigger pull and they make a big bang.
It was good. Like I was comfortable sitting there over the first climb, no trouble. I think it was like someone to the front on the right of me, like snagged a rock on the side, I think, and it like shot and just hit my tire directly on the side and just flattened it. I got that fixed and then had to come back a couple of minutes. I kind of made the decision, I was like, I could just like pace myself from now like last year and like spend all day chasing, or I was like, I could just chase flat out, get on, and then at least have a crack at the race. So that's what I did. I got on.
Keegan looking over his shoulder. Lachlan Morton riding really strong. No surprise here.
He really wants to win Leadville. I mean, he normally, holds his cards pretty close to the vest, but I'll tell you, this is definitely one of his A races, and he's putting in the time and the energy to have a result here this year.
There was a lead group of 12 guys. Came through here around 8:33, so pretty fast first 40 miles.
I just wanted to race fast, but in hindsight, I never really gave myself a chance to recover from chasing. When we hit Columbine, I just ran out of legs.
About a third of the way up Columbine, I guess. I just knew the pace I had to ride, and that was it.
We're changing life. People cross that finish line right there, their life is changed forever.
This is my dog, Matilda. Hello, Matilda. Ooh, how was your day? But yeah, wasn't my day, unfortunately. Although, there's no one who was going to beat Keegan today. Yeah, I mean, like, I had the perfect bike for it. It's the best, setup I've ever had for the race. I had a lot of fun, preparing for this race. I got to hang out in Leadville for more time than I ever have, over 2 weeks. I got to do a bunch of cool riding around here, I felt like it was good to have, a nice focus again, and, go through that process of saying, oh yeah, I want to do well at that, and then, forcing yourself to prepare and do well at it. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything. Thank you for watching RaceTV Off-Road. Signing out. Signing out? Signing out. Signing out.